Law 3. Conceal your intentions. Keep people off balance and in the dark by never revealing the purpose behind your actions. The best deceivers do not rely on extravagant lies but instead present a bland, inconspicuous front that lulls their targets into a false sense of security. People can only focus on one thing at a time, making them vulnerable to deception when they perceive someone as harmless. It takes patience and humility to dull your brilliant colors, to put on the mask of the inconspicuous. Do not despair at having to wear such a bland mask. It is often your unreadability that draws people to you and makes you appear a person of power. Reversal. Deception becomes harder to conceal as one gains success and notoriety. If you have a reputation for trickery, pretending to be naive can backfire, making you seem hypocritical. Instead, it is often better to embrace your reputation, appearing as an honest or repentant rogue. P.T. Barnum, for example, openly acknowledged his deceptions, which only increased his popularity, as people enjoyed being entertained by his tricks. While a bland, inconspicuous front is usually the best cover, there are times when a bold, theatrical distraction is effective. Historical charlatans used grand spectacles, clowns, entertainers, and dramatic entrances to dazzle. Law 6. Court attention at all cost. Everything is judged by its appearance. What is unseen counts for nothing. Never let yourself get lost in the crowd, then, or buried in oblivion. Stand out. Be conspicuous at all costs. This rule emphasizes that standing out is a learned skill, not an inherent trait. To gain recognition, individuals should cultivate a unique image, style, or personality that sets them apart. Controversy and even negative attention can be beneficial, as being noticed is preferable to being ignored. Edison, for example, exaggerated his ideas and refused a Nobel Prize to overshadow his rival, Nikola Tesla. Similarly, attacking powerful figures can be an effective strategy for gaining visibility, though it should be used sparingly. Mystery also plays a crucial role in attracting attention. In a world where everything is predictable, enigmatic figures intrigue people and hold their interest. Individuals like Count Victor Lustig and Mata Hari used mystery to appear more intelligent, powerful, and alluring. Ultimately, the key to lasting attention is adaptability. Those who constantly reinvent themselves and remain unpredictable will retain the public's interest and maintain their position of influence. Reversal. On the other hand, it is important to attract attention strategically and adapt as one rises in influence. Gaining notice initially is crucial, but overusing the same tactics can wear out the public. There are times when seeking attention is harmful, especially when it offends powerful figures. The key lesson is to recognize when to draw attention and when to withdraw. Overeagerness signals insecurity, which repels power. In the presence of authority, humility and restraint are wiser than competition. Law 17. Keep others in suspended terror. Cultivate an air of unpredictability. Your predictability gives them a sense of control. Turn the tables. Be deliberately unpredictable. Behavior that seems to have no consistency or purpose will keep them off balance, and they will wear themselves out trying to explain your moves. Unpredictability is a powerful tool used by those in power to create fear, confusion, and respect. Humans are terrified by the unpredictable because it disrupts routines and creates uncertainty. A person who behaves unpredictably keeps others on edge, unsure of their next move. Even in everyday life, unpredictability can make others nervous and give you the upper hand. By avoiding predictable actions, you stimulate curiosity, keep people talking about you, and earn respect. Reversal. Predictability can also be strategically advantageous. By establishing a consistent pattern, you can create a comfortable and familiar environment for others, allowing you to deceive them or lull them into a false sense of security. However, excessive unpredictability can backfire, especially if you're in a subordinate position. It may be seen as indecision or instability. Therefore, disrupting patterns should be used carefully and judiciously. Law 20. Do not commit to anyone. It is the fool who always rushes to take sides. Do not commit to any side or cause but yourself. By maintaining your independence, you become the master of others, playing people against one another, making them pursue you. This rule emphasizes the power of maintaining independence and refusing to commit to any one person, group, or cause. By staying aloof, you create an aura of desirability and influence, as people naturally seek what they cannot have. The key tactics include encouraging attention but never fully committing, playing competing sides against each other to increase your value, remaining emotionally detached while appearing interested, allowing others to exhaust themselves before stepping in to claim power. By staying non-committal, you retain control over your decisions and avoid being manipulated, ensuring long-term influence and strategic advantage. Reversal. Taking this strategy too far can backfire. If you manipulate too many sides, they may unite against you. Keeping people waiting too long can lead to distrust instead of desire. Eventually, committing to one side may be necessary, at least for appearances. However, true power lies in maintaining emotional detachment and the ability to leave if needed. The connections made while staying non-committal will provide new opportunities when it's time to move on. Law 21. Play a sucker to catch a sucker, seen dumber than your mark. No one likes feeling stupider than the next person. The trick, then, is to make your victims feel smart, and not just smart, but smarter than you are. Once convinced of this, they will never suspect that you may have ulterior motives. People cannot tolerate feeling intellectually inferior, so they justify others' intelligence as luck or narrow expertise. Insulting someone's intelligence is unforgivable, but appearing less intelligent than others can be a powerful strategy. Beyond intelligence, downplaying sophistication or knowledge can also disarm others, making them lower their guard while giving you the advantage. Reversal. It is wise to downplay your intelligence, as people admire discretion more than overt brilliance. Early in your career, subtly showing intelligence can help you stand out, but as you rise, appearing less sharp prevents resentment. However, in situations where deception needs to be covered, displaying intelligence and authority can be beneficial. Art dealer Joseph Devine used this tactic to dismiss doubts about a questionable Dürer painting by confidently asserting his expertise, intimidating a skeptical critic. Law 32. Play to people's fantasies. Life is so harsh and distressing that people who can manufacture romance or conjure up fantasy are like oases in the desert. Everyone flocks to them. There is great power in tapping into the fantasies of the masses. Fantasy thrives when contrasted with mundane reality. People seek escape from oppressive truths, making them susceptible to grand illusions. Throughout history, clever individuals have exploited this desire. Instant transformation, charlatans like Leonard Thurnicer sold magical cures and elixirs, bypassing the hard work required for real change. Exotic escapes, George Salmanazar fabricated an entire culture, exploiting the English desire for the mysterious and unknown. Mystical unity, Oscar Hartzell united people through a fabricated claim to the Drake treasure, tapping into their longing for belonging and justice. Defying death, Han van Meegeren forged Vermeer paintings, reviving the past and giving collectors the illusion of resurrecting lost masterpieces. The power of fantasy lies in maintaining distance, keep it vague and just out of reach, allowing people to project their deepest desires onto the illusion. Reversal. While tapping into mass fantasies can be powerful, it carries significant risks. People are often aware they're being deceived but enjoy the distraction. The key is to keep the fantasy light and entertaining, avoiding the need to deliver tangible results, which can lead to dangerous consequences. Additionally, fantasy doesn't always need to be grand or supernatural. Sometimes reality itself is so stylized that fantasies are rooted in simple desires. Law 37. Create compelling spectacles. Stage spectacles for those around you, then, full of arresting visuals and radiant symbols that heighten your presence. Dazzled by appearances, no one will notice what you are really doing. Words are risky because they invite skepticism, arguments, and unintended interpretations. In contrast, images and symbols bypass rational thought, creating immediate emotional impact and unity. Symbols condense complex ideas into powerful, universally understood representations. Visuals have dominated perception since the Renaissance, making them essential for influence. Effective use of color, placement, and sequence can enhance symbolic power. Symbols also have a persuasive, unifying effect. Psychotherapists use them to communicate subconscious messages, and movements adopt them for identity and cohesion. By mastering imagery, one can exert influence and control perception effectively. Reversal. No power is made available by ignoring images and symbols. There is no possible reversal of this law. Law 45. Preach the need for change, but never reform too much at once. Everyone understands the need for change in the abstract, but on the day-to-day level people are creatures of habit. If change is necessary, make it feel like a gentle improvement on the past. People desire change in theory but resist it when it disrupts their personal routines. Every revolution faces backlash as people yearn for stability and the past. To make change lasting, leaders must either use force or disguise innovations as extensions of tradition. Even science, despite its pursuit of truth, faces resistance to new ideas. To succeed in reform, one must appear to respect tradition, understand the cultural climate, and gradually introduce change to avoid backlash. Reversal. To wield power effectively, manipulate the past rather than reject it entirely. If recent history was painful, distance yourself from it. When making bold changes, avoid creating a void, fill it with new rituals to ease public anxiety. While innovation in arts, fashion, and technology can bring temporary success, it is unstable. True power lies in reshaping tradition to serve your goals, as periods of rapid change often lead to nostalgia for the past.